Hi, everybody. If I sound like the face of death, it's because I am. I'm currently dying from a cold, and I don't know how you get a cold in the summer, but I managed to pull it off, so that's really cool. I wanted to take today to just talk about an idea that I had just on the top of my mind that hit me while I was doing dishes after I ate dinner. Then the realization that I'm probably lactose intolerant kicked in, and now I'm recording for you guys. So that's really cool. And that is going to be the most important tip for me as a bass player and me as a musician, really. You guys probably don't know this because I don't own a guitar out here, but I played guitar first. I was a guitarist loosely. I never really performed or anything. Frankly, I still barely perform. I'm still learning this whole performing thing, man, but my methodology has been the same from when I was learning bass left-handed, then learning bass right-handed, because I played guitar right-handed, and I kind of did the bass left-hand thing as a joke, and then I ended up liking it, but that's a story for a different day. And performing, which isn't really an art that you are like taught how to do it really is something that you go out and do and do and do, and you fail a million times, man, and you come out the other end a better performer than you were the last time, and you just keep doing it and you keep going. And the tip is enjoying the process. Again, apologies for my voice and how I sound like the face of death, but I feel like it's probably the most important thing that isn't talked about when it comes to learning a new skill, period. The funny clickbaity title is going to be the most important skill as a bass player, or like some bullshit like that. And the thumbnail title, I don't know what the thumbnail's gonna be. It just might be whatever image that YouTube pulls up, like most of my videos. Like, the real only exception was the Jack Cassidy video. I literally just stuck that thing in the front of the camera. Still have it, by the way. I'm pulled out of selling it, but again, a story for a different day. Enjoying the process is kind of the hardest thing to do, especially if you're a beginner, man. Like, if you're a beginner to any instrument, like, you're gonna sound so shit. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're just going to be ass at it. And it's like, you don't just wake up one day and you're just Joe Dart. Like, that's just not how the world works. You put in the time, and then you put in more of that time, and then you put in more of that time. And eventually, after a while, it begins to add up. And it begins to, like, you stop being ass at it to you being not bad at it to you being actually good at it. And I have taken this in stride in just about everything that I've done musically within the past 2 years. Because, like, I made some big fucking changes in my life, man. Like, I was in computer science. I was trying to shape my life up to be somebody that makes six figures. Then I was like, I've always really liked music, but it was always kind of a joke that you don't make money in music and all that bullshit, so I never did it, and I just never performed or anything. I started performing kind of on a whim when I got my Rickenbacker, and never looked back. It's, I sucked ass the first time I performed. I'm going to be real with you. Like, the first time I performed, it was an open mic, and I played solo bass with no bass. It was very scuffed. It was very incredibly scuffed. And I made it work. I just kind of went back the next week because it was a weekly open mic. I just kept going. I just kept going back, and it was like an addiction at that point. It was that moment where I knew, like, oh man, this computer science shit is ass. I need to get out. Like, I saw that window of opportunity. I jumped through it, and I never looked back. Frankly, I just speed ran from being the family, like, most valuable person in the family to the family disappointment. Just any percent run. Like, if there's a leaderboard for that shit, I am at the fucking top. That shit, like, went down faster than the Titan. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love the saying "eat the rich," I can't believe we just fed them to orcas vacuum sealed. And I had to keep going. it was something that I loved doing, and it was something that I wanted to be good at. And me just continuing and forcing not really forcing because I wanted to do it, but just keep doing the thing that you didn't think you're good at. All of a sudden, you're coming out the other end like kind of a decent performer. And that's kind of what I live off of now. I walk out of the jazz ensemble concerts, which is like once a fucking semester. I really wish we did more, and people always say like you're really fun to watch, because no one's gonna fucking hear me. It's a jazz concert, but people like at every concert I've been to, people always like said like you play really well and you're really fun to watch, and I'm glad I got to that point. But this is about good almost 2 years into this now. No, mental mathing. Hold on, give me a moment.
Eventually.
A year and a half into this. It took me about a year of performing pretty consistently at open mics to go and do a jazz concert that wasn't complete as, and then stay motivated enough to do another jazz concert and just keep doing it. I honestly want to get back on a stage again, but I'm sick. I was supposed to go tonight, and now I'm making a video for a YouTube channel of like 30 subscribers. 30 of the most handsome bastards alive. This is a dumb video, but you get the point, right? Like, you get what I'm trying to say is a lot of people quit really early because they're not enjoying the process of learning a new thing. And if you really, really want to learn it and you really love it, like, that's something you got to get around. You have to learn to love being shit at something and learn to love the fact that the process is what's going to get you to your goal of whatever that may be. For you, for somebody like me, it's I want to be a session player. But you might just want to learn like Deantown or some bullshit. And then, you got to learn to be shit at Deantown a few hundred times. It took me a whole summer to learn that song. When I was first starting out on bass, and because I had guitar chops in my background, I had like finger motions. So don't go out and learn Deantown. It's not easy, and I can assure you when I played it and I thought I got it, it was ass. I'm still not great at it. I'm getting better at it, but I'm actually like using a metronome now, and it's a song that I go back to kind of humble myself. And I may be good at this instrument, but I'm not where I want to be yet. And it's that constant drive of like that constant want of being better. That's what I live off of. Anyway, this is just a complete word vomit of me being sick. So I'm not even like grabbing the microphone or dangling it around like I do like an idiot. I just sort of have it on the arm still for a change. Like, subscribe. I plan to come out with a new set of videos pretty soon. Actually aimed at beginner bass players. This isn't an advertisement. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about them. I got them in my head now. So I'm working on the script, and I'm actually scripting now, kind of a new series of everything to get your ass off the ground on electric bass, to just go from like doing absolutely nothing to knowing the absolute basics. And it's something that I wanted to be completely free, because I don't think that kind of thing should be charged. That to me is just like basic information about the instrument, and putting that behind a paywall to me seems very unfair and unrealistic for making people to pay for that kind of thing. Because you got people that'll like have all these like, oh, I got my new course and all that bullshit, and I'm probably gonna get down to that point at some point. I might get down to that like kind of video making someday, because I do want to teach, but I don't want it to be complete bullshit that like should be free. And I think the basics should be free, and there's a lot of information that I feel like that should be free and isn't, and it's put behind a paywall. And I really just wanted to make something of my own that kind of put my rendition of 0 to like step 1, like getting you off of ground 0 on the electric bass, and having that be a completely free resource for everybody to use. Right now, shit, I gotta look at the script now, because I'm already in it. Should have had this pulled up. 1, 2. so far I have 5 videos down. I have like 2 of them ready to be like fully scripted, edging on 3. And yeah, so just look forward to that in the future. If you like this video and you want to see more of me being just autistic and throwing my ideas at the wall, then go ahead and like, you fucking know what to do. This like people who do that. Peace.